You ever wonder what to bring when you're traveling as a freelance videographer? You've got all this gear, you've got your itinerary, you're trying to figure out, should you bring too much? It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Well, let's talk about it here on this video right now. Teegarden here today with a video coming to you live from New Jersey. From those that don't know, I'm an LA native, born and raised, and I'm traveling on the East Coast this week for a bunch of video shoots. And I wanted to make this video for you to talk about what my theory is on how I travel, what I bring, how I bring it, where I pack it, all of those things. Before I get started, go ahead and click that subscribe button and ring the bell for post notifications, because if you like what you see going on here, I post weekly videos on filmmaking tips in the business of being a creative. So with that in mind, let's get back into this packing video. Now, we might be similar in the sense that we have parents or a parent that put this mantra of it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. That was at least my case. I grew up with a dad that was a subcontractor, worked the trades, and so we were often packing his truck or his van with tools that we could need, but it's not necessary for this particular job, but just in case we wanted to pack that thing. So that's the mantra that's always running in my head as I pack for trips. But the reality of it is that I also know that I don't want to be lugging a ton of gear around the world because I need to move fast, and I'm moving in quick paces, kind of run and gun filming shooting styles. That combined with other situations where I may have to do an interview and packing lights and all this different stuff, this conundrum of what to pack and how to pack it is something that's plagued me for the last couple of years. But thankfully, I think I figured these things out in order to get me in and out of the airport as fast as possible and to keep me running around with the least amount of gear, but just enough to get it's just a sweet spot, you know? Now, everything starts for me with my backpack. I've done a video a long time ago about the Low Pro 450 AW. It's probably the biggest schlep of a backpack that you can take with you. And everything starts with this foundation. This backpack doesn't leave me. I have my main gear, my main camera, everything that I know I'm going to need in a catastrophe. This bag stays with me at all times on my back or in the overhead storage. This is my carry-on. This is everything. If nothing else comes with me, this backpack comes with me. So just to give you guys an idea of what it looks like inside this bag and what I actually end up carrying with me, I got my Sony a7 III right here caged up, got a 35mm Rokinon, 85mm, and a 100mm Rokinon lens that you've seen me review before. This is little small rig handle that goes on top of this cage. Inside here is the monitor that I've got sleeved up. I use the Feel World 4K monitor. Baby wipes because you never know. I also have SD cards, ND filters, got a 360 cam right here. On this side is where my batteries go and battery chargers. Got some FP batteries, some low profile FP batteries for the monitor. In here is drone batteries, extra remote drone cable. Got your little rocket air blower. These things are super helpful in getting dust out of your lens or your actual sensor itself. So every time I rig up, I have that. Got a little cloth right there to wipe off my stuff. There's my stand for my Zhiyun Crane 3 low profile gaff tape. This stuff is an absolute lifesaver. I love this to death. This is basically, or was, a full roll of gaff tape, but then this lower profile cardboard sleeving makes it so I can just drop it in there and I'm good to go. Stuff to clean off and dust off lenses. It's just a little knick-knacky tool here. I've also got a Zoom H1N, and the microphone is being stubborn and sticking down there. And also these super stick it strips that I use to hold on lav mics on the interior of the shirt or other places. Those things are incredibly sticky, got a ton of crazy adhesive. Now, the thing that I still love about this backpack, even years later, are these little hippie straps right here. Not hippie like tree huggers, but hips as in like the hips don't lie, right? The reason I love this thing is as the heavier the bag gets, kind of like a backpacking, like a hiking backpack, or when you're going backpacking in Europe, you kind of let the weight sit on your hips and not your shoulders. So that that combined with this little chest harness keeps the straps up nice and close so the top of the bag isn't hanging off my back, and the weight of this backpack is actually sitting on my hips rather than my shoulders. I'm carrying around a lot of extra stuff and I need these shoulders to be, you know, they need to function properly. So this is one of the main reasons that I love this backpack. If you're looking for something, I would suggest getting something that has these hip straps here. These are removable if you want to take them off this backpack. I never have. This is one of the best features that this bag has, these little hippy dippy straps. Now the other thing that I take with me is this Low Pro roller. It's a Pro Roller X200 AW for all weather. I absolutely love this thing. I haven't actually done a review on this. I probably should, but this thing is my other carry that I have. Now the interesting thing about this is that it comes lined with all the different separators. It is an actual camera bag, but I dual purpose this thing because I'm kind of a nut job, that's why, and I don't like carrying a bunch of different stuff. So what this doubles as is it gives me all of my different ancillary gear. So I've got extra lighting in here, I've got all my gaff tape, my friction arms, all of my mounting and battery accessories. I didn't plan on that, but that's funny, the batteries just fell out. Got my little GoPro and GoPro chargers. And the other thing that I do with this thing is I also pack my clothes inside this bag in these little packing cubes. This is now paring me down to really just 2 bags if I'm not carrying a gimbal for shorter trips where I know I'm not gonna need to throw up a ton of light. I put my clothes and all the ancillary accessories in this bag, and I carry my main gear on my backpack with me at all times. That way I'm just whipping in and out of the airport with a backpack that I use as my main carry and this carry-on bag. Both of them fit in the overhead storage, so I don't have to check a bag. I don't have to wait for anybody to get any of their stuff done. I get on the airplane, I move in and out really quick. This thing rolls beautifully. It's definitely one of the better investments I've made in terms of travel. It just really kind of ups my game in terms of being fast and efficient, which you guys know I talk about all of the time. So speed and efficiency are really my 2 big priorities here. How can I get in and out of the airport as fast as possible while maintaining the appropriate amount of gear? And I think those 2 bags combined with that theory of all of my camera gear on my backpack and all of my ancillary lighting and accessory gear inside the roller, along with my clothes of course, is really the solution to how I'm moving as fast as possible. I also have TSA clear and pre-clear, which allow me to kind of negate all of the TSA lines and go straight to the front. It's a little extra investment, but I travel a lot and I hate lines, so that's definitely something that I really love. That's not necessary, but it's definitely something that's helped me out quite a bit. So I really hope that you guys have gotten something out of this, and I'm actually kind of proud of myself because I've shot in every conceivable angle in this like 20 by 20 hotel room. So hopefully that was something that was entertaining and you got some value out of it. If you did, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, hit that bell for post notifications. If you like the video, like the damn video and share it with somebody you think that might enjoy this. I'm trying to grow this damn community here on the Robert Teegarden YouTube channel. Without further ado, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Talk to you later. Peace.